व्यवस्था में आए हैं कांग्रेस पार्टी की डिनायल मोड में जी रही है।
ये अपने आप में दिखाता है कि कुछ राजनीतिक दलों ने चुनावी नतीजों से पहले ही हार मान ली है। वो अभी भी कैमरा फेस करने के लिए तैयार नहीं, वो इस चुनाव में जनता को फेस करने के लिए तैयार नहीं थे, क्योंकि उपलब्धियां थी नहीं, भविष्य की रणनीति थी नहीं, तो करें तो क्या करें। तो मैं यही कहना चाहता हूं, आप चाहे 1 तारीख को इकट्ठे होकर जितनी मर्जी विपक्ष रणनीति बना ले, रणनीति इसके आसपास बनेगी कि हार का ठीकरा किस पे फोड़ना है।
उनको खुद ही कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं है। वो तो सारे चुनाव में इसी बात की चिंता करते रहे कि बीजेपी 400 पार करेगी नहीं करेगी, करेगी नहीं करेगी। तो उनका एजेंडा तो बीजेपी रहा है, तो वो अपने बारे में कहाँ सोच पाए, और उनके बारे में सोचने के लिए है भी क्या रखा हुआ। कौन आ रहा है, कौन नहीं आ रहा है। आप बोलते हो इंडिया गठबंधन की बैठक है, उसके नीचे ही लिखते हो ममता नहीं रहेगी, स्टालिन नहीं रहेंगे, फलाना नहीं रहेंगे। इसका मतलब क्या है कि ये एक कंफ्यूज्ड लोगों का जमावड़ा है। बेसिकली ये सब भ्रष्टाचारी लोग एक साथ आए हैं, और बेसिकली भ्रष्टाचार को पनाह देने वाली पार्टियां एक साथ आई हैं, और ये सब परिवार को बचाने वाली पार्टियां, अपने परिवार को पोषण करने वाली पार्टियां हैं। इसलिए इनका कोई एजेंडा हो देश के लिए, और आपने सारा चुनाव देख लिया, कोई एजेंडा तो था नहीं। डिवाइड एंड रूल, फूट डालो राज करो।
My colleague Maushmi is getting us more details. Remember, Maushmi was the first to break that story of the Congress doing a complete boycott of exit polls today, Maushmi. You know, is there consensus within the Congress party about this boycott? Because look at the kind of reactions that have come in from the BJP saying that this is acceptance of defeat.
Right. So, as you pointed out, Sneha, this news came in about 24 hours ago, and earlier there was a press conference where all the 3 appointees of the media department, Jairam Ramesh, Pawan Khera, and Supriya Srinate were there, and this news didn't come out, trickled out then. Perhaps the Congress party, as a strategy, doesn't want to indulge in any kind of, estimation or claim and counter claim. And that's one reason that, right when, the India bloc is also meeting at about 3 p.m. in the afternoon today. After that, they don't want to sit and speculate as far as the exit polls are concerned. And that's like a policy stand that they've taken, that they won't be sending guests. If you remember earlier also, way back in 2014, and perhaps in multiple assembly elections, the Congress had taken that stand that it won't participate in exit polls because they heavily pointed out to a BJP victory, and that means, in turn, the Congress felt that the exit polls were heavily biased.
All right, I'm going to thank you for the moment for getting us those details. Maushmi is saying with that report on the Congress party boycotting the exit polls. Jayanta Ghoshal, senior journalist, is with us. Rashid Kidwai, author and political analyst. Also, Raghav Avasthi, political analyst. Thank you all for your time here. I want to begin by asking Rashid Kidwai here with us in the studios. I'm just wondering whether this move of the Congress party, Rashid Kidwai, what does this speak of? The Congress says we don't want, unnecessary TRPs to be given to news channels. This is all speculative. We don't believe in exit polls. Do you think this was the right move?
Thank you, Sneha. I think personally I am against this boycott culture.
Yes.
The Congress, in any case, the Congress should have taken an India alliance stand. And from my understanding, it was planned that, that today at 3 o'clock when they would meet, they would take a call, a kind of collective call of India alliance vis-a-vis exit poll. What are exit polls? Exit polls are not exact polls in that sense, in the sense that there will be a verdict on 4th and that will have a bearing. So in that sense, but it is a professional exercise, it is a, so to say, scientific exercise, and it generates a lot of curiosity. The Congress could have put across its point of view, saying that we do not agree or whatever methodology, whichever way they want to say it, they could have said it. By not doing it, it sends out a signal. But last thing, Sneha, I don't think it has any bearing on the outcome in the sense that final, it's not going to affect the voting pattern in any way just because Congress is boycotting. It looks bit, childish, bit, immature.
Yes, because the others will be taking part in it, isn't it? What do you have to say, Jayanta Ghoshal, as far as the Congress boycotting the polls is concerned? Rashid Kidwai says you fought it as India bloc, then why did you take this decision single-handedly?
No, I completely agree with Rashid, because, it's not election result, and it's an empirical study done by professional pollsters and professional groups. And this exit poll, always we mention that there is a caveat that it's a theory of probability, and sometimes it happened that there is a mistake in that exit poll report. But this is if you take this boycott decision, you are alienating yourself from the mainstream political system. I don't know. It's a Congress decision, but the rate of success, especially for this India Today group, I was seeing this survey, and that success rate is very high for the India Today group exit poll. The history says that. So I think this boycott is a completely wrong decision, and I don't think that all the partners of India, they are agreeing with this Congress decision. And I don't know why Congress has taken such a decision, because they are alienating themselves. That's it.
All right. Last word to Raghav Avasthi, since we're talking about the Congress, in fact, not taking part in exit polls. How do you study, or how do you look at this decision that has been taken single-handedly by the party without consulting its partners?
I think the India alliance was always a bit of a house of cards. And now that defeat seems to be imminent, that house of cards has started crumbling. And I would like to express my agreement towards what Mr. Ghoshal just said. An election in India is a very, very elaborate exercise. And if you put things into perspective, our exit pollsters are probably an institution that all of us ought to be proud of, because they get things right for the most part, right? I mean, of course, you don't get perfect results in any sphere of life. The same goes for exit pollsters. So if the Congress says today that it is going to boycott debates around the exit polls because it is speculative exercise for TRPs, then all that it betrays is their nervousness. And I think also it betrays a certain sense of entitlement on Rahul Gandhi's part, because ultimately I think this is a decision that his team has taken, and it has been presented as a fait accompli to the rest. So, you have this sense of entitlement that you are above the fray in certain respects, and if somebody is giving you bad news, then you're going to put them in their place by boycotting them. So this is the kind of entitled dynastic thinking that is at play here. And unless and until the Congress breaks out of this rut, there is absolutely no hope for it in the future, because leave aside exit pollsters or media personnel, even the voters of this country don't like to be treated with such arrogance.
All right. Raghav Avasthi, I'm going to ask you to be with us. Rashid Kidwai as well as Jayanta Ghoshal. Talking about exit polls, the world's biggest election concludes today as far as the voting is concerned. Race for the most exact exit poll. Channel with the #1 exit poll strike rate. The only exit poll India trusts. 5 p.m. onwards, Congress, remember, is boycotting all exit polls.